Alrighty, so I woke up in the middle of the night and it is 5:23 a.m. But lucky for me, that's not necessarily a bad thing because I can make a video on the JP patch notes real quick. We're not going to be going over the entirety of the JP patch notes. I'm mainly just going to focus on the character, but do note there are some really cool things in here. The rank up bundle is here for the new levels. There is the jumping box part 2, free multi and all that good stuff. The new jumping box actually has another one of these seasonal tickets in it where you get a free seasonal character, which is cool. And you know, just a ton of other events. There's a new, or they're bringing back the final boss trio, but they put 30 LR or no 20 LR seals in the shop. They're giving away LR seals like it's nothing. Okay, Baruja has another 10, you know, another free headpiece. There's a lot of cool stuff. Cosmetic sales back, but we're gonna go over a lot of this stuff in more detail whenever the global patch notes come out, because it's easier for me to read that kind of stuff, and you know, just in case I need to, you know, actually read any of it, whatever. We go over it in more detail whenever the, you know, actual global patch notes come out. So we're just going to focus on the character today. Obviously, we are getting a red awakened Roxy. This was kind of leaked like a couple of days after Liz came out, which is kind of surprising, but she's actually able to be worked in the sub slot, which is kind of cool. The bond is the exact same, or unity is the exact same, and the ultimate is the exact same, but she is a red Christmas unit, so she's gonna be seasonal, which is maybe a little bit of a bad thing, but it actually seems like she's pretty skippable. I don't think that this is going to be a character that you necessarily have to summon for. She doesn't work necessarily for anything specific team-wise, as far as I can tell at the moment, but these translations are from Kane. So shout out to him from the 7DS Leaks Discord. But she is Rampaging Winter, Roxy of Frenzy, and her passive is, if an ally hero kills an enemy on the ally's turn, at the end of the turn reduces all enemies' ultimate move gauge by 2, and for every buff/debuff applied to the enemies, increases allies' max HP by 2%, maximum of 20%. So they're going to have 10 debuffs on total, or 10 buffs, which is a little odd. That's quite a lot that they need, actually. The fact that this is only 2% per, you know, debuff buff. I mean, it's obviously not going to be super hard to hit with the human team, because obviously you're going to be running Transcendent Bond most of the time, which he puts on debuffs and stuff like it's nothing. So I mean, I guess you could technically just slap a, you know, a green Sariel on a team. If this is like an overall like well-rounded non-human specific backliner, that's actually pretty cool, because this is a really nice passive to have, in my opinion. It's not like I said, it's not super groundbreaking. I don't think this is going to be a character that you like really have to summon for, you know, right now or whatever. She could be like a nice pickup just randomly on like a future seasonal banner, where you maybe skipped this one and you pull her as like an unfeatured or something like that, because max HP, not really that crazy of a stat buff. It's just going to make you a little bit tankier. But we've gotten quite a few characters actually that reduce ultimate move gauge when you kill an enemy. Like the first one that we ever got was Athena from the KOF collab. And then they ended up giving Gerard her holy relic that made her do that, so she was like the real character equivalent, or like 7DS character equivalent to having that sort of thing. And then on top of that, they gave Halloween Easton, whenever she came out, the exact same kind of thing. So we now have another ult gauge control sort of backliner, which is kind of interesting. Her cards are a single target power strike, and she has a single target stun card. You can see the arts for those right here. I'm sure her animations are actually going to be kind of cool, but overall, I would say she's definitely not worth going for at the moment. This is the first year where we're not actually getting a Danafor Liz in the Christmas slot, mainly because we already have all three colors of that now. So yeah, everything else scales the exact same. The Unity and Ultimate damage scale the same as they do on the other Roxy. So, you know, this is because she's seasonal, and unless you just go really hard on this banner for whatever reason, you're probably gonna be still using the other Roxy for your main Unity, unless you just get really lucky, I guess, or yeah, I don't know. This isn't really. You're not gonna have to worry about the Unity, I guess, too much. This is kind of confirmation that if we get like a new tier or anything that shares the same cosmetics, he's gonna have the same Unity as the red one as well. But yeah, overall, pretty okay unit. I mean, obviously not anything super crazy. I am interested in the fact that you don't have to, like, hopefully you don't have to use humans with her, because that is kind of nice. But the fact that she is a human means that you can just slap her in that sub slot, because I'm seeing less crazy Roxy, like the blue crazy Roxy teams, and I'm seeing a lot more people use like a utility slot instead. They'll use Escanor and Bon and either like Levi or some other supporty kind of unit as well, other than Roxy. So she could just be easily slapped into the sub slot there, and we might yeah, we'll see, I don't know, some interesting team comps come out of it. Obviously the banner is seasonal, so you have a couple of interesting units in here. Really nothing too crazy. I would say the big ticket items from this one are probably these two in the middle, and if you don't have Summer Deanne, maybe Summer Deanne. But this green Elaine is actually pretty good. I really do like this Elaine a lot. Unfortunately, they don't give out nearly as much fairy support as they maybe need to, so she falls a bit flat in that scenario, but she is really fun to have. I really enjoyed her whenever she first came out, and if you don't have her, this could be a decent opportunity for you to get her. And then we also have Green Freya, which people really like having Freya for either Demonic Beast, or this one is specifically useful in PvP, but I don't necessarily like this one as much for Demonic Beast, just because she has 2 single targets, which means if you get the Holy Relic, you're going to be canceling stances very often, and you can get kind of screwed on the later floors if you stance cancel too many times. But it is a 600 banner, so I definitely don't think that you should be going out of your way to really summon on this thing. 600 right now is too many gems to really waste if you're a regular player. So unless you're spending, you know, decent money on the game, or you already had a ton of gems saved up, this is going to be an easy skip, I think, for a lot of people, because you know, we're in the middle of the Liz Festival. Literally the next festival is like right after this one is done, and it's going to be the New Year's unit, which is normally one of the best units of the entire year. So yeah, don't really recommend spending 600 at the worst case scenario to guarantee a pity version of this character. So yeah, don't really recommend summoning. But yeah, their cosmetic sale, dude, there's so many things going on. I have no idea what this is because it's not translated or anything, but you can apparently trade diamonds for certain things. 35 pendants is weird. Yeah, lots and lots and lots of cool stuff. There's a new, you know, Christmas sale. It's a new Liz and a Tristan outfit, which is funny. They've given out enough cosmetics at this point to where you don't even need to buy this Liz costume, because she already has 5 cosmetics, which I think is great. So I'm not even going to worry about those kind of things. But lots of returning costumes because of the costume sale and everything. A couple of quality of life changes, maybe. I don't know exactly what these are, but yeah, like I said, we'll go over all of that stuff on the global patch notes and everything when those come out. So feel free to stay tuned. But anyways, that's pretty much it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys tomorrow.